No, there's this saying while we were growing up that it's a terrible thing to be married to a man or a woman that has no father figure. You are not afraid of anybody. No, you don't respect anybody, and you are just there. No father figure, no mentor, no.
You're the finisher and the beginning of everything.
If you marry that kind of person in your life, you are done for, because there's nobody to report that person to. Nobody is perfect.
There's
you are
no
not perfect.
accountability.
No accountability. Nobody to report that person to, like, okay, my husband did this. Can you help me talk to my husband? You are done for. You are, because that person does not respect anybody. He's not afraid of anybody. And he can talk to. It's going to be a thing. So you need someone that is there as a mentor you look up to when you are stuck.
In terms of life challenges, navigating life as it is.
And that person can even be your friend, can be like a mentor to you. There are life issues that you will face that you will need someone like a father to talk to. Mom does not answer all the questions.
Yeah, no, the mom doesn't definitely answer all the questions.
There are places whereby, what of in the place of rejection, trust issue, where a man needs to build a home. And you need a mentor to be able to train you, to tell you this is how to go about it. This is how to handle women. You can't read everything in a book. Yes, you can't read everything in a manual. Like, this is how to, you still need like a mentor. Yeah, to put you through. Even what about in a place of dressing up?
You go and chat GPT.
ChatGPT can't do it all. It's just now that we keep thinking ChatGPT answers all. No, ChatGPT does not answer all the questions. Yeah, we still need human. It's not everything can be artificial intelligence. We need that. We call it one-to-one. Yeah, in person. That because we are thinking, okay, you can. Yeah,
you're going through life. You need
life issues,
life experience.
You need people that blood runs in them. Yeah, so it's not because this ChatGPT you are talking about. There are some questions you ask them, you will now answer you that because I'm an AI. I'm not sure of the response I'm giving to you. I'm giving to you.
Hello. Welcome to
Conversation on the Couch
with
Rachel and Tebby.
Have you been to France?
No, I haven't, but I'm planning.
Conversation.
Conversation. I love
on the couch.
Oh, wow.
Another beautiful day to be alive, to be grateful, to be thankful,
and to be beautiful.
Why not? Who is stopping you?
With a strong topic to discuss. Yeah, and it's about parenting as well.
Yeah, parenting. Yes, the role of a father figure.
Powerful. A role of a father figure.
You grew up with both parents. You've grown up with both parents.
Yes, I can say I experienced and I'm still experiencing it because, oh my God, they are always in my business. But both of them.
Do you think, for me, I think, I grew up with both parents and then obviously other extended family chipping in here and there. But even up to now, in my late 30s, I still hear my mother's voice in my head.
My own mom's voice is ringing bell. Yeah. Ringing bell, like, there's this fear. In fact, when I got married, something happened to me. I had to keep reminding myself that, Tebby, this is your home.
Yeah.
Settle in your home. This is your home. Because then, what boyfriend? You think I was feeling as if I'm with my boyfriend and that fear that my mom has
your mother is coming.
Yeah, mommy is coming
to catch you.
So I keep trying to remind myself that this is your home. You are married now with a husband. Because the way my mom's voice rings, we say is a psychological thing.
I think for me, my mother was more of like both the mother and the father. Like okay, there was a very fair amount in my very early days when I was with my dad, but my mother was that strong force in terms of discipline, in terms of, being a caretaker, instilling certain values. It was always my mom, the teacher. It was always...
In my own perspective, it was my mom and my dad. They were there present to teach us. But I think like you said, strong force. My mom was the stronger force. While my dad is the, soft version. And, while my mom was the stronger force, ask me who we don't want to disappoint there.
Your dad.
My dad. Because my dad is the one that listens. That now at least have a talk with you. My mom, she's just there like she has the distance already. Try to tell you off. Hit you with, discipline you with that.
It was always discipline.
Discipline. But my dad will listen to you, will ask you why first. Why have you done that? So when why did you do it? My dad will give you that chance to talk. And because we have that father figure, that fear was there. My mom's level was like, at the end of the day, she would just smack you. But my dad is, I don't want to disappoint this man because he trusts so much in me. I look up to him.
You've had like some sort of communication.
Like
there's a relationship. Because I think in the early stages with mothers, it was my word against yours. Like, you have no business talking back when I'm talking.
Yeah. I think can we call it competition then? Because you are growing up, you are there taking mom's wig. In fact, my mom will tell you that whatever I wear, you don't wear it. Except she now gives it to you like, okay, if she's still wearing something and you now put it on. She will tell you no.
I wouldn't say steal. I used to borrow my mom's clothes.
You can't borrow my mom's clothes except she gives it to you like, I'm done with this cloth, then I'm passing it to you. But she wear maybe this Sunday and you are wearing the next Sunday, she will say no.
But I think I grew up as the firstborn, then the middle child is a boy. I felt like I got the better part of the discipline than my brother. Was it the same for you?
It was the same. My two brothers, I love them. But it's as if my mom now, we are the ones doing the work. We are the ones with, you are there. In fact, I will say my mom was more tougher with us than our brothers. Yes. Because our brothers, they believe, in Africa, the way they treat boys.
Boys.
They treat them like the king. You are sitting down there. Your sister is there cleaning the house, cooking the food and all that.
Was it like shared responsibility?
For me and my brothers?
Yeah.
No. I said she was treating us. They call something a kite in Africa. She treats us as if, we are the maid. Because we are going to the husband's house. We have to learn how to do everything. And the king is sitting down there.
You've not served him.
You have to come and serve.
This is how you cook, Tebi. How come you've not cooked? How come you've not cleaned? How come the house is dirty?
But you know why I thank God that I was able to do that for my brothers? Because even when we were in uni, we stayed together. So there's this sense of responsibility my mom has already instilled in me to take care of my younger ones. And I'm trying to do that to my children as well because it's paid at the end of the day. My mom will keep saying, take care of your younger ones. Take care of your younger ones. In fact, at the time when I'm reporting my younger ones to my mom, then she'll be like, what if you give back to them? Won't you correct them? So I'll have to be forced to now.
Yeah, but this is a situation whereby you were an elder child, you were older than your brothers.
Yeah.
But instances whereby you're probably the girl, you're the middle child or the last born, but then you're being disciplined more than your male counterparts.
Yeah.
What does that mean for the child growing up?
That's what I'm trying to say here, because the boy, they now see themselves as, there's this ego. They have this inbuilt ego already. But because of all these things that our parents was doing then, it brings out that ego in them. And at times, with this ego, they now try to have a relationship with the girl. Yes. And they are
this is how our sisters treated us.
Rachel.
My sister cooks for me. Why?
I said in Lagos, we lived together in Lagos. And I was there but they saw me like, at the end of the day, they now saw me like a mother figure. I won't lie to you. They saw me because then I was now able, because I took responsibility, like taking care of them, trying to make sure they are fine and all that. So our parents were alive, but they were in a separate state. But I was present there at the moment to check up on them. They to check up on me, but I do more because I'm older. So I will be the one that say, yes, this one is okay. Let's do it this way. Let's do it that way. In fact, when it comes to choosing too, I will be like, no, this person is no. This person is not the right person. Why not? At the end of the day, I thank God that I was there for them, because now they still see me as the
big madam of
yes. So now we are talking about the father figure.
The father figure, yes,
in the life of a child, especially the male child.
I'm trying, I think, to balance it out.
Because
where I'm coming from is that as a girl child, you're always told, Rachel, this is how you live your life. When we were young, we used to be told, sit properly.
Yeah.
Sit
Someone
properly.
has to be there to be able to tell you.
Girls, that's not how we laugh.
Yeah, exactly. That's not how you eat.
That's not how you eat. That's not how you chew.
Rachel, there was a day I was coming from school. In Africa, we do there's this, we buy roasted corn on the street.
Yeah.
And I bought that roasted corn and I was there on the street. And my dad drove past. My dad drove past me.
Like, who is going to marry you?
Marry. In fact, that day my daddy was so angry. Like, I saw you eating on the road. Are you kidding me? My dad was so angry. I had to apologize because my dad does not really smack us. But he was so mad at me that day that you call yourself a lady, you are eating like that on the road. Who is, like you said, who is going to marry you?
Who is going to? That's not how we dress,
Yeah.
And then when you grow up and you're ready to be married, you're like, this is how, when you enter your husband's house, this is what you do.
I think before you can see someone as a father figure, that person might not even be your biological father. Okay, now we are talking about father figure here.
But balance it out to both the girl and the boy.
So trying to see someone as a father figure, that person has to be like a mentor, has to be like a provider, has to be present. Because I remember there was a time while we were growing up, we relocated from one state to another, but my dad was still at that state, but we are in a new state now. But there was this man, God bless that man wherever he is now. There was this man from church that just, took us in.
Not a relative.
Not even a relative, Rachel. But he's so there to listen to us. Whenever we need to go to the doctor, he's there to take us to the doctor. He advises us. I will never forget that man.
Helping you out with life issues.
Helping you when you are even stuck.
Yes.
At times, growing up, at times you might be stuck. As a child, you have questions. So, and there is someone, because we are saying father figure, their parents are late while they were even young. But everybody, Rachel, everybody needs even God has a father figure. He has a father, but he still looks up to his heavenly father. Yes, he says our father. He prayed to his heavenly father. He said, our father which art in heaven. Yes, hallowed be thy name, and he reverencing. So everybody.
So that role goes way beyond from blood relation to
there
extended.
has to be a connection. That is why I said a father figure, you are seeing that person as a mentor. You are seeing that a provider, someone that listens to you.
Someone that you can also pay reverence to.
Yeah, a teacher, encourager.
Yes, because sometimes even when we grow up, and someone once said that be very afraid of men or even women who seem that they've got it all. Like if someone, Tebi doesn't come to you and say, if I ever go wrong, this is the person that you can talk to, and this person will actually put me in place. Then be very afraid.
Yes.
Like for you, you feel you're the beginner and the finisher of everything. You have no one that you're looking up to.
No. There's this saying, while we were growing up, that is a terrible thing to be married to a man or a woman that has no father figure. You are not afraid of anybody. No, you don't respect anybody, and you are just there. No father figure, no mentor, no.
You're the finisher and the beginning of everything.
If you marry that kind of person in your life, you are done for, because there's nobody to report that person to. Nobody is perfect.
There's
you are
no
not perfect.
accountability.
No accountability. Nobody to report that person to, like, okay, my husband did this. Can you help me talk to my husband? You are done for. You are, because that person does not respect anybody, he's not afraid of anybody, and he can talk to it's going to be a thing. So you need someone that is there as a mentor you look up to when you are stuck.
In terms of life challenges, navigating life as it is.
And that person can even be your friend, can be like a mentor to you. Right now, at the moment, my dad is still there. Thank God for his life. But now we have an uncle. I appreciate him all the time. At times when we are stuck, he's closer to our dad now. But that uncle is still there that we look up to, like, is our pastor, is our friend. At times when we are stuck, when we need prayers, we just call him pastor. We call him pastor. We call him apostle. We'll tell him to just, we'll tell him, and he will pray for us. And he prays for us every morning. Babe, I really appreciate that grace in him. He prays for us every morning via text message. Yes, when you are waking up by 5 a.m., you are seeing someone's text message. Definitely that person is thinking about you. That person is feeling
loved, accepted.
I heard there was a week, he just called me randomly, very early in the morning, and he gave me that prayer and prophesied into my life. Before that day runs out, Rachel, that thing has manifested in my life. I had to call him. I'm like, wow. At times I call him daddy. I say, daddy, did you, I don't know what happened, but that same prayer you prayed for me this morning, God has answered that prayer, and I didn't even ask for it, but he just felt prompted and he called me. So definitely that person is thinking about you. For him to have called me to pray, he was thinking about me. That was why he was able to, and me too, I'm able to trust him that even when my dad is not dead, I can.
You have someone, yes.
And it's not like we are it's like a distant relative, but it's always available for me and my siblings, even for my parents. In fact, now that we are not in Africa, is there taking care of. It's now like an intermediary between us and our parents now. Yeah.
So how do you think kids or adults are affected, like growing up without that father figure in their life?
Rachel, it is because I've seen someone, I told you earlier, that I know someone that, in fact, the lady struggles to, want to try to put the children through because there is no father figure in their lives. And they're like, in fact, some of them will even tell you that they don't even know how to treat a man because there is no father figure in their life.
Or even the men themselves, they'll be like, I don't know how to treat a woman.
Yeah, the mom is there reporting them to the uncle, reporting them to the... But little can they do. So it takes the grace of God even to get that father figure, because everybody has their own this thing they are dealing with, issues they are dealing with.
And even as you grow up, you feel like you don't need to be accountable. You lack accountability.
Exactly,
in your home.
accountability.
Yes.
And you don't have healthy relationship because, like I said earlier, that you don't have someone that you look up to.
Or even share with, whereby you end up bottling everything inside.
And what about the place of a low self-esteem? Because you see, maybe in school, you see other children coming to school with their parents, and there's nobody to even show up for you, no father figure. Even if he's an uncle, let that person show up for you, but that person is not even there. It can cause us low self-esteem in a child's life.
While growing up.
Yes, and I've heard of a girl that while growing up, she said, I don't even know how to treat a man. Whoa. That is a lot. Definitely there's been like a space. An emptiness.
Yes. That has not been filled.
It is a lot.
It
is a sensitive thing. So it just takes the grace of God to be able, because we are saying father figure, mother figure too is important.
Yeah. Do you think that it is important to identify that where there is a gap, trying to find someone to fill that space of like a fatherly role where there is a gap?
Of course, Rachel. Is when we are saying there are some strong women that are raising strong children. I appreciate those women, and I really celebrate them. But yet, you can't do it all. There is still a father that needs to be somewhere to say, Rachel, see, I told you the other time, I say my mom is the one that is the
manager.
Yeah, and my dad will just say, sit down there, and we are there shivering already, that you don't want to disappoint this man. You can't underestimate a place of a father, even if he's an irresponsible father. Let him be there.
And that's to both sexes as well.
Both
Men
sexes.
and women.
Both sexes, because babe, there are life issues that you will face that you will need someone like a father to talk to. Mom does not answer all the questions.
Yeah, no, the mom doesn't definitely answer all the
there are
questions.
places whereby what of in the place of rejection, trust issue, where a man needs to build a home. And you need a mentor to be able to train you, to tell you this is how to go about it. This is how to handle women. You can't read everything in a book. Yes, you can't read everything in a manual. Like this is how to. You still need like a mentor. Yeah, to put you through. Even what about in a place of dressing up?
You go and chat GPT.
ChatGPT can't do it all. Maybe it's just now that we keep thinking ChatGPT answers all. No, ChatGPT does not answer all the questions. Yeah, we still need human. It's not everything can be artificial intelligence. We need that. Do we call it one-to-one? Yeah, in person. That because we are thinking, okay, you can. Yeah,
you're going through life. You need
life issues,
life experience.
You need people that blood runs in them. Yeah, so it's not because this ChatGPT you are talking about. There are some questions you ask them, you will now answer you that because I'm an AI, I'm not sure of the response I'm giving to you. I'm giving to you. Yeah. What about in a situation of facing rejection? A lot of issues.
How to be a companion, how to raise children.
Yeah. How to deal with a woman.
How to, among many things.
Yeah. It's a lot.
It is a lot. So we cannot obviously underestimate the role of a father figure.
Because with a father figure, you see there is this inner growth and strength when you have a father figure. And is accessible to you. There is this pride you even have that you have someone to call on to that will respond to you. Like I was talking to you about my uncle that is accessible to us anytime. There is this inner growth and strength. That will negotiate
for you.
Yeah. That will be like
he's an intermediary between you and
our parents. Yeah. You even feel so wanted in the society, sense of belonging. Because like I was saying that while we were growing up, there are some children that there is no father figure. Maybe at times when they ask to bring their fathers or their parents, the father is not always there. It's just the mom, the mom that is showing up. The father is not there. So when this kind of a child gets married, how will he or she treat the partner? Everything matters in life. There is a reason why God created a male and a female. There is because the Bible says all that God created, they are all good. There is a reason why God created a father and a mother and children. Yeah. So the place of a father, oh my goodness,
is important.
It is very, very important. It is very, very important.
So guys, until next time, it's been Rachel and
Tebby. Conversation on the couch.
Bye.